Chapter 24, Nam Aparad, Offenses to the Holy Name. That evening, Vajranath and Vijay Kumar purely chanted 50,000 holy names on their tulsi beads. Late at night, they finally fell asleep. As they purely chanted the holy name, they both felt the presence of Lord Krishna's mercy. The next morning, they told each other all they had felt, and they were blissful. They bathed in the Ganges, worshipped Lord Krishna, chanted the holy name of Lord Hari, recited Dasamula, studied Srimad Bhagavatam, served the Vaishnavas, honored the Lord's Prashadam, and performed other devotional activities. In this way, they passed their day. At dusk, they visited the cottage of the elderly, saintly Babaji at Srivas Thakur's courtyard. After offering Dandavat obeisances, they sat down, thinking of what had been proposed during the previous evening's talks. Vijay Kumar asked about the offenses to the holy name. With a cheerfulness that was part of his nature, the saintly Babaji said, "As chanting the holy name is the best of all spiritual activities, so offenses to the holy name are the gravest of sins. When a person takes shelter of the holy name, all his sins flee far away. But offenses to the holy name do not flee away so easily." In the Padma Purana, we read, "The chanting of Hare Krishna is recommended for persons who commit offenses, because if they continue chanting, they will gradually chant offenselessly. Even if in the beginning one chants with offenses, one will become freed from such offenses by chanting again and again." Vijay Kumar, we should understand how difficult it is to become freed from offenses to the holy name. An intelligent person will strive to chant without offense. A person who takes great care to avoid offenses is quickly able to chant the pure holy name. A person may even display ecstatic symptoms, shed tears, the hairs of his body may stand up, but he may still be committing offenses and may still not chant purely. If they do not take special care, aspiring devotees will not be able to chant the holy name purely.
O Master, what is pure chanting of the holy name?
Babaji replied, "When one does not commit the 10 offenses to the holy name, then he chants purely. Chanting purely in this regard does not mean chanting with accurate pronunciation. In the Padma Purana it is said, if a devotee once utters the holy name of the Lord, or it penetrates his mind, or enters his ear, which is the channel of oral reception, that holy name will certainly deliver him from material bondage, whether vibrated properly or improperly, with correct or incorrect grammar, and properly joined or vibrated in separate parts. O Brahman, the potency of the holy name is therefore certainly very great. However, if one uses the vibration of the holy name for the benefit of the material body, material wealth, and followers, or under the influence of greed or atheism, in other words, if one utters the name with offenses, such chanting will not produce the desired result very soon. Therefore, one should diligently avoid offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord.
Now I can see that the aspiring devotee has no alternative but to be aware of the offenses in chanting the holy name. Please be kind and describe those offenses.
There are 10 offenses to the holy name, described in these words from the Padma Purana, Brahmakanda 25, 15 through 18. 1. Blasphemy of great saintly persons who are engaged in preaching the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the worst offense at the lotus feet of the holy name. Nam Prabhu, who is identical with Krishna, will never tolerate such blasphemous activities even from one who passes as a great devotee. 2. In this material world, the holy name of Vishnu is all auspicious. Vishnu's name, form, qualities, and pastimes are all transcendental, absolute knowledge. Therefore, if one tries to separate the absolute personality of Godhead from his holy name or transcendental form, qualities, and pastimes, thinking them to be material, that is offensive. Similarly, to think the names of demigods, such as Lord Shiva, to be as good as the name of Lord Vishnu is also an offense. 3. To consider the spiritual master to be material, and therefore to envy his exalted position. 4. Blasphemy of Vedic literature, such as the 4 Vedas and Puranas. 5. To give some interpretation of the holy name of the Lord. 6. To consider the glories of chanting the holy name to be imaginary. 7. To think that since the Hare Krishna mantra can counteract all sinful reactions, one may therefore go on with his sinful activities and then at the same time chant Hare Krishna mantra to neutralize them, is the greatest offense at the holy name of Harinam. One who thinks in this way cannot be purified by any means, such as by austerities or by various punishments of Yamaraj. 8. It is a great offense to consider the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra to be equal to the performance of religious ceremonies, following austere vows, practicing renunciation, and fire sacrifices, which are all materialistic, auspicious activities. 9. It is an offense to preach the glories of the holy name to those who will not hear, to those who are atheistic, and to those who have no faith in chanting the holy name. And 10. That lowest among men, who, even after hearing the glories of the transcendental holy name of the Lord, continues in a materialistic concept of life, thinking, I am this body, and everything belonging to this body is mine, aham mameti, and does not show respect and love for the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, is an offender to the holy name.